Hey guys, welcome to AfterBuzz TV's review and after show for Teen Mom 2. Stick with us, we have a lot to talk about.
I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Wow, what an episode. I'm your host, Mackenzie Fain. Tonight I have Mama Lee in the building. Show your face over there, lady engineer. Awesome. Okay, so we're here for Teen Mom 2's Season 9, Episode 26. I don't know why they do that. It's literally Season 10, and it should be like Episode 7 or something.
Yeah, I agree.
It's so annoying.
It's really confusing.
But this one is called Normal Parents. Okay, whatever. Anyway, we have a lot to get into today. What'd you think of this episode?
I thought it was good. I thought it was, it was good. It was interesting.
It was good. It wasn't a flop like they've been before. It wasn't like super, super interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So we start with Kale, who has a bunch of drama going on, but so funny in the beginning of the episode, Isaac and Lincoln talking about muscles. And Isaac's just like, if you want to have big muscles, you got to work out like 24/7. Like, and I actually I tried to follow, and I'm usually really good with listening to little kids. I tried to follow their like thought process and their conversation. I have no idea what they were talking about. Yeah, I sit on the steps, and you.
No, who was it? Lincoln that wanted the muscles.
Yeah.
Right? And so Isaac was telling him, this is what you have to do. Well, first Lincoln started off looking at his muscles. Are my muscles any bigger? So Isaac's like, no, not yet. You have to work out 24/7. And then you can. Will I be as strong as my dad? Lincoln says. And he's, well, maybe stronger.
Oh,
so cute. So then Isaac says, you need to work out all the time. So then Lincoln says, like the other day when I was outside and you were sitting. So he's probably thinking like, well, I was working out. What were you doing? So then Isaac says, yeah, I was training you. So cute. Oh my God. It was the best. I watched that little spot like 5 times.
Really? Okay, I just watched it once and I was like, what
cute.
the hell are these kids talking about?
But the funniest thing is I'm looking at Kale and she's missing it. She's missing it all. She was texting or something and I'm thinking, oh man.
But she has it on tape now.
Yeah.
It's so
Lucky,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah, that she has that. It's so funny. Well, she's waiting to hear back on this house. It seems like forever that this house is taking. I know, some realistic crap going on. So Joe texts Kale. We finally find out what happened in the whole Hawaii situation. Now, Joe texted Kale on the 4th of July like he was normally going to do, like nothing was going on. And he just said, all right, be there at 9 a.m. to pick up Isaac. And she's like, Isaac's safe and sound in Hawaii.
No, she didn't.
What'd she say?
She was funny because...
Oh, he's going to stay with the boys.
I figured he would stay with me and the boys today, as if like you can get him there in a second anyway. That's how they did the whole thing.
Yes.
It was really funny.
Yes.
I liked it.
So he's just like, okay, well, we'll see. I'll see you in court then.
Yep.
Like, what the heck? What'd you think about that whole exchange anyway?
Oh, I just thought it was, really, well, I thought on his part it was not okay. That's too bad that he was going to have this fight over 4th of July when...
One day.
Right. It's not cool.
And like we said last week, I mean, it's not even like it's Christmas.
She was going to give him Christmas.
I know. It's so crazy. 4th of July, that's like
Right.
No, barely. We are the only people that celebrate that.
Yeah, not good.
So annoying. But yeah, so they handled that. Now we did find out last week that Chris showed up in Hawaii. We got a little bit of a taste about that. She was shocked. I mean, she didn't even know he was coming. But also then we kind of get into the whole birthday party situation, and she's just very calm about the separate birthday parties. And I don't know, it just seems to me like he goes to Hawaii. Are they kind of talking? Like, you don't just go. It was weird to me. And then and then she's completely fine with doing the separate birthday parties and not under, like.
Yeah, I mean, she was fine with him saying, you know, I don't want it to be on camera. And I think, I disagree. I think if they're talking and they're getting along and it's his son, she should have said no cameras. And we have the party
at the birthday
together.
party?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't film it for that reason last year.
That's okay. That's not.
She wants it. She's like, I missed it last year. My life is documented, and then I just don't get my son's birthday party, which is a huge thing I plan for. We have all these people here, like, just because he has to be a big sourpuss about it when all of our friends and
yeah, but that's his thing. She should respect that. She can do the other two kids, so I totally disagree because I think that this is his birthday. This is his son. And he should have a right. He doesn't want to be on camera for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel comfortable. He doesn't want to, and he's firm on that. So this special day, take videos like normal people. You don't need to have the birthday party on there. You don't.
And we literally barely saw anything.
Absolutely. We didn't see anything.
Nothing. Well, you're right. I mean, she could take like a overview video, and you know how they add it later on.
Absolutely. She could have done anything different instead of spoiling the day.
But at the same time, she's not with him. She doesn't owe him anything.
It's his son. And she is talking to him. He just came to Hawaii. So there's something there. But her priorities are not okay. You know?
I just think she's at the point where she's like, I've let you like decide everything for so long. I didn't film the birthday party last year. This is what I want to do. Like, she's so big on like, and she said it over and over again when they didn't film Isaac's like class star student of the month like piece of paper. Mm-hmm. Like, they didn't film it, and she brought it up on like a reunion. She's like, I want them to show these things, like my son doing this. So for some reason also it's very important for her to have it filmed.
You know, and I guess if it's that important and he's okay with it and they work through it and all that stuff, but if it's going to be something where she wants to be with this guy and then she's going to have to make compromises, you know.
Yeah,
she's going to have to, but
if we were talking about it like that, I don't even think I can talk about it like, oh, they're trying to work it out and she's doing this. Like, I have no idea. I don't even think it's anywhere near that. I feel like that's why she's not even speaking like that. Yeah, he went to Hawaii, but she also phrased it as like, it was really nice because like Lux got taken care of while I did things with the boys. So it was nice to have a babysitter there.
Yeah. Yeah, but she always wants to be with him.
Yeah, she does. I don't know. It's just like, or that's what it's like we're so clueless in that whole thing. It was really, I know. But anyway, Lux's aunt comes and she tells, Kale that the cameras make him feel uncomfortable. So she calls him and he's apparently freaking out because she's like, okay, calm down. So she talks to the camera crew.
Because he wanted to be there.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. So she talks to the camera crew and he comes and they don't film him because he's going to spit on them. Yeah. Like, so ridiculous. Mm-hmm. But anyway. Yeah, I mean, that was pretty much it for her part.
Yeah, we didn't see anything.
Nothing.
From the birthday. No, it wasn't.
I mean, that girl doing her hair, that Becca girl, I think, doing her hair, talking, like, was just pointless.
Yeah.
So we go to Brianna, who has a whole slew of so many issues in this segment. Like, I couldn't even deal with it. So John wants Brianna to travel with the girls to New York. Really nice. Mm-hmm. We're in a long distance relationship. You have 2 kids. He wants to see them.
Exactly.
Oh, God. Okay. Well, first we talk about how Lewis has gout and he can't walk and he couldn't come to Stella's birthday party. And Shirley and Brianna were just like talking. They're like, you know what? He has gout. Oh, he's gout. Oh, he looks like he's gout. I was like, oh my God. But, and then she kind of talks about how John took off work to go to Stella's birthday party. It just kind of shows who's there for her once again. I don't know if I'm really going to say I love John. I don't think I'm there, but I don't hate him.
No.
So.
He hasn't done anything to not make us like him, and he's amazing.
But he hasn't done anything to make me like, other than that, other than the kids. He hasn't really, there's nothing about him that I'm like, who's the other guy that I love? I always forget. And the other.
It's Shy's.
Oh, yes. Matt. Love Matt. Like, I don't feel that about him. Yeah. But, she talks about how stressed she is about going to New York and how it's really bothering her and she feels like she has to go and it's like a burden on her and like how dare he. She gets there with the girls to Long Island. She's so resentful of John, but she's trying to make the best of it. Like, what in the actual hell are you talking about? You just sound like a big brat.
Right, exactly.
Stomping your feet and pouting all the way to New York.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
It's like I couldn't even deal with it. And then, there's a lot of the family coming, and they're with the girls. They do this little blueberry picking, and it was really cute. And he's so sweet and having a good time with the girls. And she asked like who is coming, and he's like, "There's gonna be a lot of people there, a lot of my family. Everybody wants to meet, the girl that I'm with, who's this Brianna girl, and the kids, and whatever. It's a big thing." And he's like, really excited about it. You can tell. And then what? What do you want? Do you want to go? Do you want to?
Ugh. And then she's telling him,
"Don't leave me.
Don't leave me. You got to stay with me." And he's like, "Well, what do you mean? Like, the whole time?"
I want you to spend time with them.
Yeah. Yeah. She was not good.
No, don't you leave me. Like, not at all. No, not at all.
I'm your guest. What? You're here to meet my family. Are you really this uptight?
To connect with them, oh my God, it was absolutely dreadful.
Yeah.
That conversation. I was like, okay, whole new side of you. Usually I think she's pretty cool, calm, and collected, other than like the fights with Kale and all that stuff that's gone on about, and like her crazy side comes out, to say the least. But this was like awful.
I know. She didn't want to put anything into the relationship, anything that was gonna burden her, or, she wanted to be home. I want to be home. Like, get out. You're in a long distance relationship, and this guy wants you to bring your kids, all of them. Like,
yeah. Every single one that you have.
Right. That's not his.
Yeah.
To meet his family, and he's fantastic with them. So great.
Cookout, pool party.
Big mope.
Yeah. There on the side of the pool, he's having like Stella jump in his arms, and Nova's swimming around, and she's just on the side of the pool like pouting.
Yep. Yeah, that wasn't very attractive of her at all.
One thing I did want to point out was, though, at the party, John was introducing Bree as his girlfriend in front of Nova, which we know has been a thing that they didn't discuss with her.
Right, true. I didn't even notice that.
I was like, that's interesting. I wonder, like, she's old, she knows, and they've specifically, like, not told her that. We've gone through that.
True, I didn't catch that.
So John's playing in the pool with the girls. Brianna's on the side, miserable. So then they talk after, and she says, "It's really a lot to come here. This is probably going to be the last time for a while." Yeah. And he's like, it shows a lot that you were here. It was like, he didn't understand that she was saying it in such a bitchy way. I don't think it clicked for him, because he was just like, yeah, it meant a lot that you met my family. It was just like, yeah, it's not gonna happen for a long time.
So I feel like afterwards that she probably was so cranky about it. I mean, we know that they don't last and they break up. So this could be some reasons why. Because
Absolutely.
she doesn't want to give.
And I mean, I do get maybe she's insecure about, what are you saying? Is there something going on with your mic, lady?
I don't know. Don't you have to look back there? And
What?
can you tell me if it's doing its thing?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay. What, are you hearing something different?
No, it just seems low.
Oh, okay. So what was I saying? So I think that for her, it's difficult for her because she wants to like claim this, I'm not moving, I won't move, like you need to be with me, like from the beginning, and I get that. And I think when she has to go out of her little comfort zone and like give a little bit, he's not like, let's move here. He's like, come meet my family. This is what we're, and she's like taking that in such a different way.
Yeah,
I think.
that was not good. I didn't like to see that in her,
No.
being so negative and not having fun and making the best of it. Yeah.
She's like, why don't you seem excited? And he's like, I am excited. You don't look it though. Like, all right, well, first of all, that just took all the excitement that I was having out of me. But okay. So we'll see. I don't know. Maybe that is where they end their relationship. We'll see. So Leah, we have Allie going to this muscular dystrophy camp for kids, and it's an overnight week camp, which is a huge thing for a kid.
Absolutely.
It's such a big thing. And it was just really sad. I mean, talking in the beginning to her mom about how she can't do cheer or softball like she would want to. And, Leah just didn't even really know that she wanted to do those things, which it was so sad to see that kind of unravel on camera.
I know.
Gracie, this girl, I don't know what is going on with her, but she's like, at one time, she's in the car with Corey, and she's like, yeah, Allie's going to be going to camp. She can't even use a freaking hairdryer. I would die.
I know. I was blown away just hearing.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
Somebody needs to check this
that
kid.
language, not okay.
No.
Mm-mm.
I mean, not that it's bad to use a hairdryer, but like, why are you so concerned about that at like, how old are you?
Yeah, the blow dryer thing definitely was something. She acts like she's a teenager or something.
She has for a long time.
Like that was.
So.
And she said it twice in there.
Yeah.
Ugh,
and nobody said anything.
He didn't say anything, yeah.
And then Allie was like, yeah, well, you should go to boot camp.
Yeah, that was really funny and quick.
And it was really true.
It. Yeah, it was very true.
Leah hasn't heard anything from Jeremy since she got back. One thing to mention, too, that we didn't know that Allie couldn't go on that shark dive that they did, which was really sad. And going to this camp, I mean, for one, she's not going to feel left out. She'll be included in all the activities, which is super nice about this camp. Mm-hmm. But she hasn't heard from Jeremy, and I mean, I'm sure she will. I don't know how long it's been.
Yeah.
Whatever. I didn't think that was such a big deal. But Corey is so cute, goes through all of Allie's camp stuff with her, lets her know what is what and everything, and just says, try to fight your shyness, make new friends, and have fun. Like,
exactly.
He's such a good dad.
Yeah.
But the whole family goes and packs her and moves her into her little camp, and it was so cute, and Leah had such a hard time about it. But next week, Allie will come home from camp, and on the next, there's this little other Gracie thing that happens, and I'm like, oh my gosh, but I'll tell you and save you guys that for the end. We move on to Chelsea, who Aubrey's going into 4th grade, and she starts, and another one, Cole. It's like, gosh, these guys are just so great. It's like, he gives her this pep talk. He's like on the verge of tears.
I know. He was so cute.
Going to drop her off, the whole family, and he takes the day off so that Chelsea can go to this meeting. But she brought Lane with her, which was really cute. They're just so good, family-oriented people. But they have this clothing drop that's going to happen. She brings Lane to it, and they figure out like some of the flannels, which is really cool. And I think she has such great taste, so I'm really excited. I don't think I've seen anything yet, but excited to see. So Aubrey says she has so much fun at school. I'm like, how could you possibly have that much fun? Like, you just went to a water park all day.
I know.
Like, calm down.
She did come in.
Somebody give her homework.
Even Chelsea looked at her like, what did you do?
Yeah. What did you guys do? Cole picked Aubrey up from school and took the day off, like we said. And Chelsea was just so thankful, which is so nice to see. Thank you. So she said it so many times. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. And they have such a great relationship. Jade, I mean, her mom has not watched Chloe since she bailed on her last week. So her stepsister has been staying with her and watching Chloe, and their parents got into a fight, and apparently the dad had moved in with her for a little bit, but had left by the time we got to the house, like the viewers or MTV. And, yeah, so there's this big whole burden that she has to carry and dealing with like mediating between her parents and this and that, and where is he going to live? And he has nowhere to go, and she has nowhere to, like, it's like, she's having to juggle all this and her relationship and just breaking up with Sean and dealing with this baby and going to school. It's like this, literally, I could keep going.
Yeah.
I just can't believe it. It's so sad. But she needs a change. So.
She dyes her hair dark.
And that made her feel so much better.
It does.
It does. Like, for people. And it was so cute. She, like, lit right up. She brightened right up. You know, it was really nice.
Yeah, she's got a lot on her plate, and you know, she desperately wants a mother. You know, she has this vision in her head, and she has friends that have a mom that's there for them, and she really wants it. And that really is bothering her, and I feel so bad, but she's not going to get it from her mother. No matter how many times she yells at her, no matter how many times she tells her how she's feeling, her mother is not getting it. Her mother is selfish. Her mother is most likely doing drugs again. I mean...
Yeah, the patterns.
Yeah, and you can hear when Jade's talking to her mom, like, she doesn't say it, but she goes, you know what I'm talking about. You're selfish. You're just worrying about yourself. You're not around.
You think she's insinuating to the fact that she's doing drugs again?
Yeah. Oh, that's how I took it. You know,
wow.
It's just rotten. I feel so bad. She needs to try to move away from this. She's got so much going on, like you said, and just losing, you know, breaking up with her baby's daddy is, you know, it's hard. She must be heartbroken and has to have nobody there for her.
Well, she even said, she's like, I feel abandoned. She's like, I just broke up with the guy that I was with for so long, my best friend. I'm not with him anymore.
Right.
And now she doesn't have anybody. It's so heartbreaking. But, like, what does she do? What should she do?
I think she just can't depend. She can't. I don't know. It's so hard, but she needs to move away from the mom and that situation, because they're going to, like she had said one time, I guess the mom said something like, do you want to do this? And Jade's like, with whose money?
Yes. Do you want to, she literally said, she called, said, do you want to go to dinner tomorrow, me, you, and Chloe? And Jade's like, with whose money? And she's like, I don't know.
Exactly.
The mom's like, I don't know.
She can't. She's got to move away. She's wanting so much for her mom to be a different person that her mom is definitely not going to be if she, you know, in this doing drugs.
Yeah.
She needs to get help. But I don't know if her mom will ever be the kind of mom that she's dreaming of or wants to be.
That is so sad. I can't even imagine that.
It's so sad. I feel horrible for her. And she sat in the car crying.
Yeah.
Just crying. Because, you know, the realization of, you know, that's it. I really don't have a mother or a grandmother for my child.
Yeah. Someone that cares or,
right.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. It's so sad. But her mom's just like, at the end, too, she doesn't even care. She's like, you need to quit this shit. You know, don't call me. Like, but whatever. Yeah, it's like... Yeah. Lady, what are you talking about? I mean, it was pretty obvious that she was like that when Jade couldn't find her, and she was like, she's breathing, isn't she? You are breathing. Like, it's like you don't even care at all about her feelings. But anyway, her mom's supposed to come over and still have dinner, and Jade bought all this food, and she's an hour late, so her and her stepsister start eating. And her mom calls, and they're on the phone. They're having all the, like, she's like, forget it. Mm-hmm. Like, I couldn't believe it. It's just so bad. So she tells her no, and then she turns it around on her.
Yeah.
The mom turns it around on her, like, yelling at her, and then hangs up. She's like, what the hell? I couldn't believe it, but
yeah, it's a horrible situation.
But like, I think you're right. I think she needs to just step away from this situation and go to a therapist. Yeah. I'm sure they could give her like way more tools to use to, get away from her.
I mean, if she moves on and this stuff keeps going to school, meet somebody, she could have a mother-in-law that's that caring, loving person that she's looking for. So she just needs to move away from this and, make a life for herself and her daughter.
I totally agree. Well, we'll see what she does on the next week's episode. So on the next, we have Kail checking her email over and over and over, trying to figure out if she got this house. Still hasn't come in. Not like Macy. She needs to talk to Macy. How that crap moves so fast. Leah tells the girls that I'm so happy. It feels so good when all my girls are back together, and she's hugging them. And Gracie's just like, okay, you're being over dramatic. Or like Leah was just like along the lines of like, it's so hard when you guys aren't all together. Like, I love when you're all together. She's like, okay, it seems like you're being dramatic, over dramatic. Like, oh my God.
She's a bratty cat.
Bratty cat is right. Devon hasn't been coming around. It's just sad.
So sad.
Jade's mom calls her to bail her out of jail. Yep. And Jade's like, what are you in jail about?
Why did you sound just like
her? What is wrong with you?
God.
But yeah, so
Jade is never going to get out of that lifestyle or that anything if she doesn't move away from her mom. She just keeps dragging her down.
Yeah.
Your own mom. The person that wants the best thing for you normally is dragging her down. It's sick.
It is so sad. Mm-hmm. And she's doing a really good job with Chloe. Like, doing what she can, going to school. Like, she loves her. You can tell she tries to create this little household for her.
Exactly.
And she got away from Sean, so maybe she'll... I don't know, your mom, that's hard. I can't imagine.
Well, I mean, you don't have a...
How do you know? No, I'm just saying, like, I can't imagine it. Like, it must be so much harder than just, like, your baby daddy. Like, that's hard, but, like...
I feel like if somebody is bringing you down all the time, and you have something better to live for, like a child, I could put anything behind me and move on. And you can, for your kid, you can do most mothers, obviously, not her mom.
Oh, that's true.
I forgot the other side of this whole thing.
Is that?
Gross.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how this unravels and all these other people. I'm really excited to see Brianna's whole situation with John unravel. Do you have any thoughts for next weekend or predictions?
Well, I mean, since you mentioned John and Brianna, I'll say maybe it'll be a kind of a breaking point talk,
Yeah.
They're going to start.
I have a prediction about there's no sources behind this. It's just off the whim, but I feel like Jeremy's going to come in and and they're just not going to, I think it's going to go away. Their whole little trying to rekindle things.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
I just don't see it going. I don't know, but we'll see.
I agree. Yeah, that sounds right.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week to discuss the latest episode of Teen Mom 2. Have a good night. You can find me on Instagram at Mackenzie Fain. Where can we find you?
On Instagram at Lee Fain.
All right, guys. Have a great week.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.